Hello, everyone, and it's great to be here. My name is Lola Oduba, and you know the network you're watching is Expose TV. Expose TV, of course, is that network just wants to inspire you as well as entertain you as well. Well, today we're going to be talking to a crop of people because it's not everyone that has lost themselves, but for all of you who are trying to figure out who you are, where you are in life, you better come and let's talk, because today we're going to be looking at the topic of trying to make it in today's world without losing yourself. If you're someone who's trying to discover who you are internally, come round. Let's take a break now. When we come back, we will go into the main topic. Stay tuned. Now, when we talk about trying to make it without losing yourself, we know the pressure that we face in today's world where we try to compare ourselves to the next person. Either we see ourselves comparing ourselves to our sister or our brother, because truly it starts from the home. Where you try to think to yourself, especially when you're growing up, hey, maybe you've been told your brother is this, your sister is this, and then you begin to feel that you don't measure up. Or if it didn't happen to you at home, you could have gone out into the streets and then someone will comment, you this short person, you this fat person, you this awkward looking person, you this thin person. And all of those things tend to stick into our minds, and it just sticks with us as we go through life. What it does is that it has a mental way of affecting our psyche, so that we now begin to, bow to societal pressure. Or basically, you even see someone who is driving a car or who lives in a better house than you, or you see them and they seem to be well off than you, and you begin to bow to pressure. So what am I saying? The first way to knowing yourself without losing yourself in this world of today is never to bow to pressure. We all have our seasons in life. We all have our times in life. What you want to do is know that every season in everyone's life has its own timing. So you want to take your time really to make sure that you do the things that you need to do at the right time, so that when your own time comes, you are able to capture that moment. The next thing, of course, we're going to be talking about is comparison. So many people, you even see friends. I mean, he drives a better car, and then she drives a better car, or she has a better job, or her parents are nicer, or, I wish I was as pretty as her, or I wish I used to dress like him. I wish I was taller. I wish I was finer. I wish I was, we just place so much emphasis on comparing ourselves and making ourselves feel bad. What this does is that it negatively affects us as well, because we now begin to think that we can never measure up, or we can just never become our full potential self, because we have actually caught ourselves short by always comparing ourselves to others. The next thing you want to know, another problem of knowing yourself without losing yourself in this world of today, is making sure you don't take shortcuts. A lot of people want to think, I'm smart so I can take shortcuts. I mean, I want to pass an exam. All I need to do is maybe cheat. All I need to do is maybe get to the lecturer, and then I go into an illicit relationship with him and I get to pass. Or I want to make some money and then I have to make some money the wrong way, and all of this just makes you lose yourself in today's world, because the truth about it is that if you do not do things the right way, you're surely going to lose yourself in today's world. So you want to find who you are. First of all, the first thing in finding yourself in today's world is making sure you know who you are. Who am I? What are my values? What do I want out of life? Where am I going to? What do I want to achieve at the end of the day? Even if I see pressure all around me, with friends, with colleagues, with my parents, with people I don't even know, just people I run into, how am I going to make sure that I know myself, I keep myself balanced enough to make sure that I do not fall under any kind of undue pressure for myself? The first thing, as I said earlier, is to know who you are. The second thing is to set your values. What are my values? What do I believe in? Who do I believe in? Some people, for me, it's God. I hold on to him. I hold on to everything he said I should hold on to. You know, the values that I see in, of course, the Bible, and for, of course, the Muslims is the Quran, and for all of those who, you know what I mean, just know who you believe in. The next thing I would advise you to do so that you don't bow to pressure and lose yourself in today's world is to build skills. You need to build those skills that make you stand out. No two persons are the same. Someone could walk into this set now, look like me, but guess what? The person may not talk like me. Someone could walk into this set, talk like me, but guess what? The person may not look like me. Thereby, we are all distinct, we're all different, we all have different capabilities. No two persons are the same. So what you want to do is build those skills, of course, and you're not just connecting with who you are internally, you are learning to build your confidence, because believe me, in building your skills, what tends to come out is that when people see those skills, your confidence builds up as a person, because people admire you for something, and you as a person begin to value yourself more, because you now know that you're adding something into today's world, thereby not losing something but gaining something and contributing something into this world. Of course, the next thing I want you to do is to control what you consume. It's not everything you need to see. It's not everything you need to watch. It's not everything you need to listen to. When you see that something is not aligning with your values, hey, excuse yourself. I know people say curiosity kills the cat, and because of that, they want to be curious to try on all manner of things. Try on this drug, try on that drug, try on this thing, try on that thing. You don't have to try everything, believe me. It's not a bad thing when you say, I don't do drugs and it's fine. If anybody thinks you're not cool, let them stick with their thoughts. If anybody says, oh, I don't do the Yahoo Plus, look, let me tell you something. It's fine. You don't have to go with the crowd. Just continue to control what you consume. Of course, choose integrity over urgency. People fall into all manner of things because they are in an urgent mood to grab as many things. If you can control your urgency, no, just remember at the start of the show, I said there's a time and a season for everything. So once you can control that urgency, know that your time will come. And when your time comes, nobody can take it away from you. You must make sure that you control your emotions. Control the urge to want everything right now. Even when you were a child, I'm sure that when you wanted something from your parents, they will tell you, I'll give it to you if you get something. Maybe some parents, if you pass an exam. For some parents, if you do some chores. For some parents, if you do an errand. So if you could have been groomed like that when you were a child growing up, or if you were not groomed like that, you must now begin to think of how to control those urges of yours. And if, of course, I mean, we're not looking at only the men or some parts of the women, even the women. I mean, you find some women involved in all manner of things just because they want to look good. Hey, your time will come. Your time will come. Take it from me. Of course, you want to also surround yourself with the right people. When we're talking about that, you can't say that I don't want to do hard drugs. I don't want to do the Yahoo. And then I don't want to do the hookup, because it's very real in our today's world. And then you're surrounding yourself with people who do all these things. Guess what? You will do it someday. So what you want to do is make sure that you're surrounded with like minds. Make sure you're surrounded with people who know where you're going, who are aligned with where you're going, who are going somewhere themselves. And believe me, if you can do all these things, you will not lose yourself in this world of today. So basically, all these tips I've given you is to make sure that you do not lose yourself in today's world. And I want to thank you for, of course, still being there. My name is Lola Oduba, and you can follow us on all our social media handles. The handles, of course, is Instagram, expose_TV, Facebook and YouTube at Expose TV, and on TikTok at This Is Expose TV. I want to thank you so much, and hoping that wherever you are, you're learning to find yourself, because you need it to stay strong in today's world. See you again next time. It's Motivation Talk on Expose TV. See you again.